taking the psychodrama or the sociodrama now as a process where we have for each session different parts of it, starting with the
don't forget the warm-up.
Exactly, the warm-up. What is different from at the beginning and now on the warm-up techniques and approach? From the beginning in the 40s and now, Zerka? Is it the same, or you have changed radically the way you see the warm-up?
Yeah, you have to realize that Moreno was unique. You know, he did the warm-up. He talked to people, explained what he was doing, he would shake hands with a few people in an open session. And then he would run the session. When he began to be, I think he began to be tired of running sessions, he would start the warm-up and then turn, he even got a protagonist and turned it over to me, and I told him, you can't do that. The protagonist was relating to you, not to me. I have to get the protagonist myself. So then, and gradually, he stopped coming to the session, the evening session, and I ran the whole thing. So my warm-up is usually also for some people who didn't know what psychodrama was, and what we expected of them, and how we worked with each other. So it was just reviewing the process so that we knew what we were doing.
Do you think that you have...
but this is for our open sessions.
Yeah, but do you think that you have a unique way of doing warm-up? Is there a Zerka way of warming up?
Well, we began to try with different things. For instance, greet your neighbors. Begin to talk to your neighbors. Then role reverse, sometimes role reverse with you. Greet one neighbor and role reverse. In other words, we started to teach them as we went along. In some, Moreno suggested that in countries like in Africa, they should start with music and drumming. So you can use that too, physical warm-up. And you can think up all kinds of warm-ups. There are people who are especially good at that. I would say there are people who were better at that than I was, because my model wasn't as colorful, I would say, as Moreno, as watching Moreno, because he was the power. You know, no one else had taught him how to do this. We had to learn this as we went along. So whatever you find is good as a woman. I like to start with the body if it's possible. Or with some interaction.
Do you make variations, or as the years go by, you have more or less the same approach? It depends on the group, it depends on what?
I don't do the warm-ups now, it's Jeannie who does. No, actually, I haven't done very many warm-ups in groups lately. I've done the process itself, you know. But whatever you can think of is fine. For instance, I tell you what I did in Beacon. When I had something in my mind, I warm up I tell you what I've been thinking about. And on one occasion they said, oh my God, I said, what's the matter? Have you been listening at the doorknob? They had just been talking about that before. So I don't know whether I picked up something in the air. Another time I was impressed by the beauty of our place. And I saw some trees where I was coming, looked like a cathedral, like a Gothic arch in the trees. And I said, you must come outside and see what I saw as I came here. Come over here and look at these Gothic arches. So, you know, whatever inspires you in the moment. Or I've been thinking about something to John, funny something happened with John. I mean, anything that's useful. Or I've been thinking about what this patient said last week. Very clever, you know? Anything.
It's not about technique, it's about intuition. Also, inspiration from the moment.
Yeah. It's about feeling your way into the group and letting them feel their way into you. The important thing is, between direct and group, is an element of trust. That's important. The level of trust. each other.